you doing? Um, it seemed like through 3 games, you guys have 9 3-pointers in each game, shooting about 33% as a team in those 3 games. Ty talked about passing up on the shots that you're supposed to take and then maybe taking the shots that you probably don't want. What is your assessment of kind of the 3-point shooting and the shot selection that you guys have gotten so far?
It's been, it's been fair. I mean, we can obviously get better looks, get more efficient looks. But, we still working through stuff. We still working on, playing with small lineups. We're still working on, chemistry, continuity, personnel on the floor. Like, it's a lot of stuff that we're working through. And we'll get through it. I mean, it's 3 games in. We've statistically, since I've been here, been a good 3-point shooting team. So, no concerns there.
Ty talked about one of the things that he had to talk to you about, just about the 1-2 the comment you had about being the 1 to the 2 with Kawhi, and he said that he doesn't want you taking a back seat. He wants you to be aggressive as a 1-1-1. What was that conversation like? What can you share about that conversation? And how does that kind of affect you moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think y'all giving this too much attention. It's really not that serious. I'm 1A, 1B. Let's put it there then. Like I said yesterday, I'm fine being aggressive. I'm fine being in attack mode. I know I'm going to have my set of plays. Kawhi's going to have his set of plays. Together, we're going to try to do this and make plays for one another and for our teammates. I always hang my hat on being able to do everything on the floor. And so, it is what it is. I'm 1A, or he's 1A, I'm 1B.
PG, did you think your defense got put into rotation too much tonight? Phoenix got up 15 corner threes, made quite a few of them. I was wondering how you assess that.
Yeah, I thought we were poor defensively. I think they were very aware that we played yesterday. That was, you could feel that was their game plan, was to, make us move, make us play fast, challenge our closeouts, test our conditioning. I thought that was what their key was coming into tonight. But yeah, I thought we were bad on the ball. We were bad off the ball. It's a good team. Phoenix has been together. They're a decent team. So, we got to learn how to play against, teams that are going to drive, multiple drivers, multiple ball handlers. We'll be better. It's early. We'll get better.
Paul way in the back. Everyone has talked about since media day how John is that speed element that you guys needed. But I'm just curious, beyond sort of that downhill speed or pushing the pace in transition, what ways is he helping you guys so far?
I think just being a floor general. I think taking the pressure off of myself, Kawhi. Being able to put us in good spots. Being able to direct traffic, tell us where to go, what play we in. And I think just defensively, he's a big body, strong. He can guard multiple positions, and he rebounds well. So I think having another player like John's caliber, away from his speed and his downhill attacks, I think he does a lot for us in so many categories.
Hey, Paul, right here. You were the only starter to shoot free throws. Do you feel like your other 4 guys weren't getting calls, or they just weren't being as aggressive as you were?
Next question.
Paul, so you got this mini series coming up with OKC, and I know tonight's fresh, last night's fresh. Ty and you both talked about the defense and the attention to detail to that. So what can you do going into this week in Oklahoma that hasn't really been the case, especially tonight?
Yeah, we just got to have an emphasis on defense. We weren't good defensively. We didn't help one another. It's kind of just every man for himself. And that's not who we are. That's not who we've been. And that's not going to cut it. So hopefully that's just the emphasis that we, address that. Because, that's ultimately is going to get us to where we want to get to if we clean up our, defensive deficiencies. Offensively, that's going to allow us to play, have fun, play, get out, run the floors, play in open space. That's going to allow us to get out of, being stagnant offensively in the half court if we can get out and get stops and just play. So I think that's just a big key for us right now is defense.
You mentioned the chemistry part of it, and obviously y'all spent so much time, several months together. That five of y'all starting together, it sounds like that's going to be the five for some time. So how do y'all, the five of y'all, kind of get together and talk about what needs to happen, especially to start games?
I mean, we gotta get to it. You know, we gotta get to it right away. We gotta be ready to play. We gotta be, you know, in attack mode. We gotta be aggressive. We gotta be the aggressors. You know, when the game starts, we gotta be the one putting the other team on their heels. And you know, tonight that wasn't us. But again, you know, we'll address that. We'll address that. It's no concern there. It's just something that we need to point out and fix it.
Paul, you talked about, like you said, about the chemistry and the transitions and building that. And obviously, it's still early in the season, but how do you guys emphasize that without overstating it, even though it's just so early in the season? How do you learn from a game like tonight to be able to build upon that and get better?
You know, one, starting with film, you know, pointing it out in film, addressing it in film. And then, you know, we'll look at it at practice, drill it during practice. And, you know, just try to put ourselves in those situations and learn how to play out of it, how to scramble, move around, play off each other defensively. You know, that's just where we got to start with film and then, you know, take it to the practice courts.
PG, what would be your assessment tonight of the small ball lineup? You guys had quite a long run together. How would you assess what you saw out there?
It was, you know, it was okay. You know, obviously could have been a whole lot better. But you know, I think we got the idea of, you know, what it should look like, how we should attack. You know, searching for their weaker defenders and playing through that. I thought we had a couple good glimpses of it. But, you know, it just takes reps. That's all. It just takes reps. It's always different lineups out there. It's always going to be different players in that situation. So just finding it, you know, sometimes it might be me, the guy that has to initiate off-ball movement. Sometimes it's, you know, Luke, it's Norm. So we got to just, you know, recognize that regardless of who it is, you know, that's who we're going to attack and, you know, try to get some motion going.